lovely dishers. It is time to dish with D. I know. I look like a hot mess and I sound like a hot mess. I did not go to my WW meeting because of the ice, though I'm not really sure if we had any, but I decided last night I wasn't going to go because I wasn't going to take that chance. So, you'll be seeing this video after my weigh-in video, so I can sit there and tell you I lost 3 weeks in a row. Gentle plan squared. 0.2. So, yeah. I'm ecstatic. So, because that's a normal weight for me to lose, being so far into this journey that I am. So, I thought I would show you my breakfast this morning. I decided to make a breakfast pizza. I was talking to Joan the other day, and somehow breakfast pizza came up. And we were both like, ooh, breakfast pizza. So, since I'm home and I have all this time now, I'm going to make myself a breakfast pizza. I'm going to use 2-ingredient dough as the crust and put some eggs, Canadian bacon, some peppers, some spinach. I'll have to put some cheese because you need a glue in there. Plus, it's my weigh-in day, so I can afford a little bit of cheese. So, excuse me, I'm not awake yet. So I will get the crust ready. You know the 2-ingredient crust I make. It's not something you have to see. I make it all the time. It's my same 2-ingredient dough. Yogurt, flour, baking powder, salt, yeast, and an egg. That's my thing. Equal cups of yogurt and, well, I usually do a little bit less yogurt since I put the egg in there because you don't want it extra sticky. I want to decide whether I'm just going to make a portion or whether I'm going to make like one batch and then just divide it. I might just do a portion and then worry about it later. Like, I think I'm going to do a half cup. I'm hungry today. So I think this will be a half cup of flour. And we're going to use the power flour. So we're going to see how that comes out. Because a lot of you have been asking me about the Kodiak power flour. So maybe we'll use that. So let's see. Let's get started on this crust. All right, in my bowl, I have a half a cup of the power flour. You can use any flour you wish. The power flour is 4 points, which is 2 points less than regular flour. Hence why I like it. I do have half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and I do a teaspoon of yeast. Totally unnecessary. I like the flavor that yeast gives to dough, breads, bagels. That's my personal preference. You don't have to use it. It's the instant yeast. So, in my bowl, let's mix that up. All right, I have less than a half a cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. Now, you know it's usually even ratios for the bagels. We know this. But because I prefer an egg in my dough, I use a little less yogurt so it's not quite as wet. And there in goes my egg. Which would you like to use a little bit neater than I did. I'm just going to bring it together. I've never made anything with this dough. I mean, I've made cakes, but I've never made a 2-ingredient dough with this dough. So I'm interested to see how it comes out. Now, you can let it sit if you want the yeast to maybe give you a bit of a rise. I'm not looking for a rise. It will rise in the oven a bit. I'm just looking more for flavor than I am looking for it to do anything important. All right. Let me grab my pan. And I'll show you how easily I press it out. I don't do anything complicated because this dough is a bit sticky. I'm not gonna lie, it's always sticky. So I just don't mess with it. See how easy it came together? That's all you need to do. All right, I have my parchment paper inside my pan. I'm using my toaster oven for this because I don't feel like getting the big oven warm. So I measured my parchment paper just a little bit bigger than my pan. I actually would have had it smaller, but yeah, I'm hungry and I'm rushing to get this done. So let's put our dough and we're going to spread it on our pan. It's easier to do it this way than to try to spread it on a cutting board and then put it on a pan. You know what? I actually could take the pan out and just do it on the paper and transfer it over. It's a great secret tip I've given to many people, and many people have used it. Yeah, don't go crazy, people. Just roll it out on your parchment paper and transfer your parchment paper to a tray. It's quite the tip. All right, we have our dough. It is still a little bit tacky. Don't worry about it. Put this over here. Don't fall. So it's right on my board. I think you can see it up. Bad angle, but it's right there. I'm just going to start pressing it into a flat square circle oval, whatever I can get it to do. Again, this is my pizza. I am not giving it to anybody. It's just for me. So I could roll it if I chose, like a rolling pin. But you know, you have fingers for a reason. Let's move it a little bit. You just keep pressing her out till it's flat that you want. You want a thick crust pizza? Leave it thick. You want a thin crust pizza? Make it thick. And if you find that your hands are getting really sticky, you can grab a piece of the parchment paper and just press it with that. And pull it off. That's why it's good to have extra parchment paper. It comes in handy for lots of things. And it will not stick. It's going to be so amazing. Because I thought a quarter of a dough would not have been enough for me today. This is a great personal pan pizza. Personal-sized pizza. And if you want to make like the little ridges in the crust, you can do that. You can make it perfect if you want. It's actually a pretty good circle. I do. First thing in the morning, your girl's doing pretty gosh darn good. I don't know. I tell you, hunger is such a get you inspired. So I don't want any thinner than that because I want some texture to it. So I'm going to show you. Look at that. Yep. So we grab our pan and we plop it on. Voila. You know, no major kitchen catastrophes here. So I'm going to put it in my oven. I'm not sure how long it's going to bake because I haven't done one of these for a while. I have it on 400. I'm going to say 12 minutes and I'm going to check it. Before I put it in there though, I want to top it with a little oregano. I should have put it in the batter. I kind of forgot. Let's tell the truth. I forgot to put it in. So, because it is a pizza and, you know, again, you don't like oregano, put whatever toppings you want on your dough. Rosemary would be a fabulous topping. I would do garlic, but yeah, it is in the morning here and I don't want to scare anybody. And while this is cooking, I'm going to scramble some eggs to get ready for the toppings. All right, she baked for a little over 11 and a half minutes. It's stunning. It is beautiful. What a beautiful crust. So I'm going to top it, and then we're going to put it in and let the cheese melt. And then we're going to have some pizza. Breakfast pizza. Abbondanza. Yeah, don't give up my day job, right? All right, topped her with 2 scrambled eggs, 2 slices of Canadian bacon. I would have had 3, but I'm sharing it. Yeah, you know. Cup of spinach, a little orange bell pepper, and a 1/4 cup of Velveeta shreds. So I have to count the crust. Did we say was 4 points? The cheese is 2 points, and the bacon is 1 point. So that is, like I said, you top your pizza with the toppings you want to count, and that's how you do it. So I'm going to put this in and let's melt the cheese, because you got to melt the cheese. There she is. Slid right off onto my dish. This is a 7-point pizza. You know, sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach. I don't know if I want to eat all this, but I'm super hungry, so we're going to see how much I get down. But this whole pizza is certainly doable on the plan. 7 points is, you know, a good amount to have for breakfast. High in protein between the crust and the eggs. It's a win-win. I get a point back for my veg. Win-win. So instead of a 7-point pizza, it is a 6-point pizza. And I would have used that 3rd slice of Canadian bacon if I wasn't sharing it, because I paid a whole point for it, so I would have used it. But, you know, I'm sharing, you know, it's what you do as a mom. So let's cut her up and let's dig in. Enjoy. Beautiful baked crust. Again, thick or as thin as you like. Toppings, as much as you like. This is a hot mess. This is maybe a little bit too much, but when you're hungry and it's weighing day, this is what you make. I don't know. So I'm going to go enjoy this. I'll see how much I get down, and I will let you know how much I actually eat of this monster. Wah, wah. I can only eat half. So, note, yeah, maybe start with a 1/4 of the recipe instead of half the recipe. Wah, wah, wah. But somebody will come down this morning and have their breakfast ready for them. So 3 points for me. Well, I can't say 3 because I don't get the full point for the vegetables. Oh my god, it's so freaking confusing. 2 for my crust. Again, it's, well, I don't, I get half the cheese too, and half the Canadian bacon. So yeah, I'm not really, I'll give it like 2. I'll give it 3 points and be done with it. But yes, look at the, look at the rise on there. Look at that. Delish. Now here comes the fun part of the video. I partnered with Dossier. It is a perfume company that they do replications of higher end perfumes at a much lower price. And every month they send me 2 scents to smell and use and see what I think. And they also are sweet enough to give my subscribers 10% off. But what the best part of that is, if you're a new customer, you get a welcome gift of 20% off. Plus, they'll piggyback my 10% on that. So it's 30% off. I think that's quite the deal. I have smelled them. This is probably my 3rd month with them, doing them. And I really enjoy them because, you know me, I'm low maintenance. And I don't have $50 to $300 to spend on perfume. I wish I did. I don't have a dog. It costs me thousands. So to get really good quality perfume for $39, sometimes it's $29, all depends. And they give you bulk discounts. So if you buy like more than 1 bottle, you get it, an extra discount off of that. Valentine's Day is coming up, and they make great gifts for your Valentine. They have women's, they have men's, they have unisex. So if you're kind of like, some perfumes are not really designated male or female, they're just kind of like in the middle. So I have both of those, all over. When I pick out. Last month I did men's and the boys loved it. So it was really kind of nice. Now this month I have 2. Let's grab my glasses so I can see what I'm doing here. And what's great also, before I forget, I don't want to mention, they have an exchange, free exchange or return. Say you get it and it's like, ooh, this isn't what I thought it'd be. You can exchange it or return it for free. So I love that about them. And what they do with the returns is they donate them. So they don't get wasted. They don't get sold again. They get donated. So I think that's really, really cool. So I really, really like this company. Iconic scents, designed quality, no markups. You know me, affordable jewelry, affordable perfume. And this is a way that I reward myself on my journey affordably, because let's face it, things are expensive in the world. And I don't know about you, but I can't spend that kind of money on perfume. The first one we're going to have is called Floral Musk. And you get the scent card with each fragrance. It gives you the notes, the inspired, the concentration. And this one is inspired by Lancome Idol, or Idole, I-D-O-L-E, Idol, I don't know. Again, I will put that up there. You could read it. So if you're a Lancome girl, top notes, pear, bergamot, lychee, middle notes of jasmine and rose, base notes of musk, vanilla, and patchouli. Now, I've never smelled this scent at all, so this is pretty new to me. So I like to spray the card this way, because, this way they won't mix, because I have 2 we're going to do today. I'll do that. This is nice. This is really nice. Oh, I like it. It's clean. It's crisp. It's not overbearing. It's not like one of those go, oh. Ooh, I really like this one. This is really nice. So if you like Lancome Idol, you know me, I'm going to butcher the word. But yes, our mission is to deliver the highest quality luxury-inspired fragrances at a fair price, giving the freedom to explore new scents. Exactly. Like, you can't afford to spend $300 and then, or $200 and then expect to be able to do that. And look at the amount you get. And, yep. How many lids do you lose? I lose a lot. But this way, if you get anywhere near it, it goes right on. And it's glass, so it's beautifully. Very minimalist, but it's classy. So this is absolutely, and it's called Floral Musk. They don't name their scents that were inspired by. They have to name them differently. Oh, this is really, truly nice. So absolutely, winner. I picked a winner. Because sometimes, like I said, it's fun to choose. Like, would I want to be spending this kind of money on the inspired fragrances? I can't afford that. All right, and they have these beautiful little boxes. Again, minimal packaging, very kind of nice. This one is Florental Almond. Again, same thing. This is inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl Eau de Parfum. So there we go. Top notes, almond peach. Middle notes of orris, orange blossom, tuberose. Base notes of tonka bean, vanilla, and cocoa. Okay. Light. These are both light but pack a punch, but not anything overbearing. They smell really high end. They're high end. Ooh, this is nice. This is a really feminine smell. Really, really beautiful. I don't know which, if I had to pick which one I like better, I don't know. They're both great. Oh, like I said, speaking of which, I did have one of my subscribers send me an email about a month ago saying she ordered, she always buys her daughter the high-end brand. She goes, I'm going to buy myself the Dossier of the same one and see how it smells. She said it was phenomenal. So not only do you have my approval, you have her approval as well. I was like, I wish I remembered her name. I should have looked before I came on and thank her for, because like, I know they smell good, but it's like, and again, I give 100% truth here. I don't sit there and say, oh, because they sent to me, it smells great. If it doesn't smell good, I'm going to tell you it doesn't smell good. These absolutely smell amazing. But then again, I did pick them. So maybe I have some good taste. It's not like they sent me like an aurora fragrances. They had me pick each month, and I thought these just sounded really nice. I mean, can't go wrong with Carolina Herrera, right? That's what I figured. Oh, it's delicious. It's absolutely like, oh, it is phenomenal. I highly, highly recommend this one. I highly recommend them both, but they're both really nice, but this one probably out that one, the other one just by a smidge. I don't know. They're both really nice, but like I said, for that price, you can get both. Honestly, I think they give you 20% off if you get 3, 25% off if you get 4. It just depends. And if you have to buy a lot of gifts, like if it's a holiday or something, like, well, I was talking about this at Christmas time. Like if you're needing to buy like daughters, daughter-in-laws, sisters gifts, you can buy them and they're fabulous. I would love to get this as a gift. I'm like, oh my God, sending me this beautiful perfume, and it's a nice amount of perfume as well for the price. So thank you again, Dossier, for sending me perfume and reaching out and wanting me to be part of your program. I'm flattered. And I like to smell good for a low cost and smell good. That's a win-win in my book. So go check it out. I have a link down below for 10% off. So if you're interested, at least go check out the website and look at it and see what they have and see if it's a fragrance that you usually use. And I would say try it. Like I said, with that money back guarantee, you really got nothing to lose. But you could save some bucks. So I will have that listed down below. Have a great rest of, we'll get to the next part of this video. I forgot this is an ongoing video. It's early in the morning here. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but there is food involved. All right, let's make an egg McMuffin traditional style with a steamed egg. I have my large insert to my dash. What do you call it? My dash egg bite maker. I didn't think this morning. I'm not awake yet. I have it in there with a little cottage cheese. I put the water in, I'm going to close it and let it come to temp. And I'm going to toast my English muffin. All right. Look at that. Look at that. There's my 2-point English muffin, my 0-point Canadian bacon, and my 0-point egg. Let me place her in on top. There you go. Is that not a thing of beauty? It overlaps my English muffin a little bit, but look how fluffy and light, and that's little specks of cottage cheese. I threw a tablespoon in. I don't have to count it. It's fat-free. So I am super excited for my breakfast sandwich this morning. Look at that. McDonald's has nothing on the McD. Thanks, Lynn. Let's make some Jello Fluff. In my bowl, I have a package of sugar-free raspberry Jello. I'm using the Great Value today. To that, I'm going to add half a cup of boiling water and give it a mix. So it's really well combined and all the Jello is dissolved. Once your Jello is thoroughly dissolved, you add half a cup of cold water. This recipe is on my old blog, Dish with D. You can go on my blog, dishwithd.org, sorry about that, and get the complete recipe. You want to mix the cold iced water in there completely. And we'll refrigerate for 20 minutes. Okay, our Jello sat for about 20 minutes in the fridge. It did thicken a little bit. It's not completely, but they want you to, that's the directions, don't it? I didn't make this up. This was I found on a European WW site many years ago. And you add 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt, 200 grams. I believe it comes up to, somebody said 1 cup, so I'm going with that. But I normally would have waited. Get my whisk, and you whisk it till it's thoroughly combined. And then you will put it in the fridge for about 4 hours, and it will set up. And it's pretty gosh darn good. And I believe you only have to count the Jello. You divided your Jello into 4 servings. I think it comes up either 0 or 1 point. I will definitely let you know. Look at that. Creamy fluff. I love giving it that foamy top too. It just makes it even more appealing. We'll put it back in the fridge for 4 hours. All right, put it into 4 little bowls. And it's a hot mess here. It came to 0 points a serving. So you got about a ladle and a quarter full. A little squirt of Ready Whip. If you had some fresh raspberries or any kind of fruit would be fabulous on top. So I'm going to put these in the fridge and they will set up. And if I don't get to see it in this video, you will see it on my What I Eat video. So you should be looking at that one to see this dessert. So good, so easy. In my bowl, I have 1.5 pounds of ground turkey. I have about a tablespoon of chopped scallion, a tablespoon of chopped garlic, and a tablespoon of ground fresh ginger that I grated. Yep, here's the proof. Yes, I leave the skin on because most people tell you to do that. So to that, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs mixed with a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cashew milk. And I'm going to add a 1/4 cup, I just dropped it, of that. It said pineapple juice. I don't have pineapple, so we're going to use no sugar added orange. I don't think how that's going to be bad. And 2 tablespoons of reduced sodium soy sauce. These are a chicken teriyaki meatball, so a lot of the recipes I found, I don't have the ingredients, so this one I'm kind of doing this on the fly. We're going to take our hands, we're going to mix them, and I'm going to form them into meatballs. All right, we have 24 meatballs going into our 400-degree oven to bake. Like I said, if you want to see this recipe and see what I think, you'll see my What I Eat in a Day coming this week. Let's prep our overnight oats for tomorrow. Since we're prepping, and I normally do this later, but since I'm filming, I thought I'd show you. I guess I ask all the time. In my jar, I have a 1/2 cup of quick oats. Normally, I do the old-fashioned rolled, but I need to use these up, so I have a big container I'm using, so that's what I have today. So you say, Dee, I know. I don't normally have those. So to this, I'm going to add, I like Premier Protein. Today, I'm going to use the, what is this one called? Cake Batter Delight. All right. Well, I was sure it was party cake or cake batter, so I look. They have a container. All right. It'll be 1 point. You could use more if you wanted. You just have to count for the extra point. I'm too cheap to do 2, so we'll do that. All right. And because it's cake batter, I'm going to put a punch of cake batter extract in there. I don't know. I had to use this up anyway. Just a little bit is left. So we'll throw that in there. And we're going to throw a little bit of monk fruit. Not a lot because there is enough sweetener in the, but just a little bit. Just to add a little bit. It's cake and I want it to be sweet. So about a tablespoon will do ya. Alright. This is what set my overnight oats apart. I do Greek yogurt as well. Some people just don't. But that's, it's a personal preference. I do about a 1/3 cup. I don't measure it because it is 0 points on my plan. So if I go over by a little bit, no biggie for me. But it's usually, that's all I had left in this container anyways. So we'll just Okay. And chia seeds. I do a teaspoon of chia seeds. Again, optional. You don't have to do it. I just like the little texture it gives. I'll do a teaspoon. A teaspoon is now, I believe, 0 points. So, throw that in there. And I always say a splash of cashew milk. You're going to see what I mean. I have to shake it by a splash. Okay, splash. Not even a quarter cup. And we're going to mix it all together. And if you think it's too thick, you could throw a little bit more cashew milk. You have enough to go before you have to count it. Or even in the morning, if it's too thick, you can always throw a splash of cashew milk in there to thin it out a little bit. Make it all at the bottom, because sometimes oats are on the bottom. Look how much it makes. Look how much it grew. Holy moly. Half a cup of oats are 3 points. 1 point for my protein. If oats is 0, then you don't have to count the oats. And just for delightfulness, because it's party cake, I'm going to throw some sprinkles in there. There's a little extra just to make it fun, you know. Your breakfast should be fun. At least mine is. So there you go. Have a little bit of color. It's nice and thick in the morning. Oh, it smells really good. Party cake for breakfast, oat style. You will see this one, what I eat in a day as well. So that may be it for today. Well, that is it for my meal prep today. If you enjoy these, I have the recipe below linked to my website and the WW app for the points. I think for me, they came out to 0 points for one. I don't know about it. I didn't go further, but you can go check it out if you like. You will see the completed on my What I Eat in a Day this week. So if you want to see how those teriyaki meatballs came with the sauce, now the recipe has everything. So if you want to go ahead and make the sauce before you even watch it, go right ahead. But I thought I'd end this here and make your mouth water for my What I Eat in a Day. Don't ask me why I'm looking that way because I don't know. I hear a noise. So thanks for watching. Again, if you enjoy these, let me know in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, come join the Dish with D community. Yes, she's starting to vlog a little bit more and do some more, meal preps. And if you enjoy those, let me know. I really want to do them during the week and I just can't get around to it. So, and again, if you want to check out Dossier, there is a link below for 10% off. I so enjoy it and check it out. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Dossier. And thank you for watching. I already said that. Have a great rest of your day. We will dish another day, my friends. Bye-bye.